Hello, welcome to VopSays. This is how UK taxes and national insurance work. Income taxes. Each year you have tax-free income, £12,570 each year as of 2022. You do not pay tax on this income, but you do for each pound you earn above this. For example, if you earn £12,571, you only pay tax on that £1. Another example, someone has an annual salary of £40,000. Taxable income is £40,000 minus the £12,570, and you get £27,430. You pay tax on the amount earned above £12,570. Before we continue, here are some definitions and equations that we'll be using in this video. Net pay equals gross pay minus income tax minus national insurance contributions. Gross pay is salary without tax and national insurance deducted, so it's typically the salaries that are used in job adverts and other things. For the level of income, there are different tax brackets. This means if you earn up to a certain amount, you only pay this percentage of your income as tax. Here are the tax brackets. For the first £12,570 of income, you pay 0% tax. Gross pay is £12,570. Next tax bracket is 20%. You are in this bracket if you earn a maximum of £37,700 in income above the tax-free allowance. So the maximum gross pay you can get is within this bracket is £50,270 a year. This tax bracket has a tax rate of 20%. So for example, the 20% tax on the maximum income in this bracket is this calculation here, 0.2 times 37,700 equals £7,540. If you earn the maximum amount of money in this bracket, then that is the maximum amount of income tax that you'll pay. Now for the next bracket, 40%. You are in this bracket if you earn £37,701 to £137,430 above the tax-free allowance. The gross pay within this bracket is from including and from £50,271 to £150,000 a year. Example for the maximum income within this bracket is 0.4 multiplied by 137,430, which equals maximum income tax that you'll pay a year in this bracket is £54,972 maximum in a year. Now, for you guys who become the breadmen and the breadwomen, the last bracket currently, 45% tax rate. You are in this bracket if you earn more than £137,430 above the tax-free allowance. You pay 45% tax. Gross pay is basically if you earn over £150,000 a year. Once again, example here, for the minimum income this time within this bracket, 0.45 multiplied by £137,431 equals £67,843.95 tax a year. And that concludes the income tax section. And now we'll move on to the national insurance. National insurance. National insurance is a tax on earnings and self-employed profits paid by employees and employers, and if you're self-employed, they contribute to entitlement benefits like state pensions and stuff. They also contribute to national services. There are 4 classes: class 1, 2, 3 and 4. Class 1 are paid by employees and employers, so they'll probably be paid already in your payslip if you're in full-time employment. Class 2, they are paid if you're self-employed. Class 3, they are voluntary contributions, and Class 4 are paid if you have profits over a certain amount. So let's dive into more detail. Class 1 is employed. Here are the brackets for the Class 1 NI rate. So if you earn between £242 to £967 a week, or £1,048 to £4,189 each month, you pay 12% national insurance. So 12% of your income will go to national insurance. So for example, 0.12 times £2.50 equals £30 a week. So if your weekly income was £250, 12%, which is £30 each week, would go to national insurance, or £120 a month. By month I mean 28 days, so 4 weeks exactly. Now, second bracket, if you earn over £967 a week, or over £4,189 a month, 2% of your income goes to national insurance. So here's an example here. 0.02 times £908 a week equals £19.60 each week goes to national insurance, or £78.40 a month. Now for class 2 and 4, for self-employed. National insurance contributions depend on profits. Most self-employed people pay through self-assessment, so you do your own tax returns. You may be able to pay voluntary contributions to avoid gaps in your record if you have profits of less than £6,725 a year from your self-employment, or if you have a specific job such as an examiner or business owner in property or land, and you don't pay class 2 national insurance through self-assessment. So remember, you can look at the sources we have in the description for further reading and further information, and you can also do your own research on Google and stuff depending on your country, because this is UK based. Thank you for watching this first part of this trilogy of personal finance, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye now.